don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
No. 319. 54 Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 319.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike. 19. 15. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Allen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson over the middle. That's complete to Clark. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the...
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles and Mason. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So the defense...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Rodgers now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap for Love. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
26. Hey, 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Love. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry for Allen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget. Front, really well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, rush coming, and he's taken down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw again on second down. Luck. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Steve Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Hey. Mike.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. Wiggles free. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Greystone, travel. Check 13. Check 13.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Green 18. Cut. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. Check 30.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
52, Mike 52. 61, matchbox white. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Where's 52? Watch 52. Yes. Come on, let's go. Get it.
Now Young. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
3 down.
Rodgers going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
88.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one caught by Terrell Owens. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They run. It's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Here's Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Aaron Donald with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Delaney Walker there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. From the 41, Young on the move to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Alpha. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Big dad. Come. Hey, check 20.
On 2nd and 15 now. Young eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. 52.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Visitors 14, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. It's caught by Jackson. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again they run with Gurley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Rush in. Switch it. Come on. 50.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All day, every day. Go. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Ready?
On 2nd and 9. Young buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
60 or. Hey, wahoo!
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now it's Gurley. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line.
Here's Young. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Back now at Ford Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We got 3. Fast. Get up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it to Gurley, complete. so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Single.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved, because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Young now throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gurley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively. as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Team six.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He locates Walker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go! Shoot!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Stand up in. Slam.
Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On second down, this is Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will finally be wrestled.
Y'all already know what time it is, Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run on first down. Dillon, and some room to work. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing again on second down. Vick being chased out left. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Vick operating on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike, check, 59.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Rodgers. And he's got a man. It's T.O. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to go, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 66 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Michael Strahan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Michael Vick. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Vick. And he connects with Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down throw coming for Vick. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Vick on 3rd and 2. Out to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Blue 58! Inside!
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, all knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Vic now from the 50. Ertz over the middle. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, I want to get some early season predictions from you because I love to do that, and I like to hold you to what you say later in the year. How about MVP and Defensive Player of the Year predictions from you, Mr. Davis?
Well, it could be the same person if I chose Aaron Donald, couldn't it?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Rodgers. He will find T.O. on the left side complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Max 22, Max 22. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, his throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, Detroit! George Kittle, 36 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Vick to throw it. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, Vick. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. On third down, Vick. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Michael Strahan. His 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They will indeed go for it. Vick. And it's complete to Kelce. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Vick. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd down and goal. Vick eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Vick, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it position.
Just in general. Oh, no, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give right side. Dillon. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Mike, check. 50. Come on. It's going to be a...
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
It's a short kick. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
59. I'm coming after you. Check 59, Mike.
He's back to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No. 319. 59. Inside. Go.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over.